WrestleMania season has finally arrived, and we are going to kick off with the almighty PLE with 13 scheduled confirmed matches on the card, 14 if you count Randy Orton waiting for a match. My name is Manlykefresh, so without further ado, let's go!
If any of you would like to be updated on any future videos I'm about to release, or just to follow me on general, you can follow me on X at www.x.com/manlykefresh. And let's kick off the PLE with what I think will be the first match of night one, which would be World Heavyweight Champion Gunther defending his championship against Mr. Jey Uso. So this has been a very, very lackluster build-up to what I expected to be a great rivalry. However, it did pick up towards the end where Gunther started beating the hell out of Jimmy Uso in front of Jey, and Jey come out with a compassionate and a very, very sincere promo stating that he was scared of Gunther to begin with, but now he's going to beat the shit out of Gunther. I'm looking forward to seeing what Jey Uso can do. Now, with everything Jey Uso has been through in terms of what Gunther has done to him, and I feel like Gunther maybe somewhere down the line has got a rivalry elsewhere with probably a lack of Goldberg, I feel WWE is going to start off the PLE of night one with a great victory for Jey Uso. So my prediction would be Jey Uso to dethrone Gunther and become the new World Heavyweight Champion and become a Triple Crown winner, baby. So Jey Uso to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
We have the United States Champion, LA Knight, defending his championship against the Savage Fatu. The sick, psychotic nutter from Samoan dynasty family of the Anoa'i. Like, I really don't know why this match has taken so long to happen. Like, the biggest potential mid-carder face against the unstoppable monster that everybody wants to back. Now, on a good day, on any other day, I would give this match to Jacob Fatu, but I just have a feeling, don't ask me why, someone in Jacob's family is going to F up, and I don't want to call out names. Solo Sikoa, sorry, did I say that out loud? Yeah, I feel like Solo Sikoa is probably going to come out, help Fatu, even though Fatu will probably be dominating this match anyway. He probably doesn't need any help. He probably will go for an attack on LA Knight. LA Knight will move out the way. Samoa spike to Fatu by accident, costing Fatu the match. LA Knight to win and retain. Then probably setting up a match between Solo and Jacob at Backlash.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems.
All Raiders, aka the Viking Raiders, are going to be defending their World Tag Team Championships against the dark, the evil, the conniving, twisted New Day.
The New Day rocks, the New Day sucks. Whatever you feel, the New Day's coming for the gold. And I feel like this match is going to be quite brutal because obviously the New Day had a title match against these two a couple of weeks ago, and it ended in a disqualification. Now, with the way the New Day has been acting as of late, I feel like them being unhinged is what they really needed to revitalise their careers. The fans actually love the fact that they can actually boo the New Day again, because the New Days are better heels than I do believe faces. When their faces are not serious, they're just goofballs. But yeah, Kofi and Xavier, I believe, are going to get rewarded for their hard work they've done with Big E over the years, and this new heel gimmick is going to make them receive dividends. So New Day to win and regain the tag team championships for, I don't know how many times is it. Anyway, New Day to win the tag team championships from the War Raiders.
Jade Cargill is gunning for Naomi's blood at WrestleMania for what happened to her last year. Obviously, we found at Elimination Chamber that it was Naomi that attacked Jade Cargill and literally put the blame on anyone else but her. Now, what I really like about this storyline is that you have Jade Cargill, who is a dominating force, but then you have a Naomi who is sick and twisted and has released this really dark, negative, proceed with caution gimmick, which I am really which I'm really super enjoying. I'm really going to enjoy what's going to happen from this match. I don't think this is going to be the end of their rivalry, and the reason why I think that is because Jade got injured by Naomi. Naomi beat the crap out of her at Elimination Chamber, took her out of the match. So I feel it's only fair, with everything that Naomi's been through over the last couple of years in WWE and not having the time and attention put on her, I feel it's only fair that Naomi wins this match. I don't think it will happen, but I want it to happen. So I'm stating Naomi to win this match at WrestleMania Night 1. And maybe these two will continue a rivalry. Who heck might even continue Bianca Belair, but Naomi to win this match.
The greatest luchador ever to live, Rey Mysterio, the Hall of Famer, will be looking to get some revenge on Chad Gable. Chad Gable's alter ego, El Grande Amercano. He wants to expose him as the fraud that he knows El Grande Amercano is. However, we need to remember something. The whole reason why Chad Gable went away to go and learn Lucha Libre was so he could beat the luchadors. So, in order for that to come to fruition, El Grande Amercano needs to win this match. So, everything that he has been through can come full circle. And also, Chad Gable deserves it. He deserves the rub. Come on, let's face facts. The guy's never won a singles championship. He's never been in the main event of anything. I think this should probably be his first one-on-one WrestleMania match. The best way for Chad Gable to get over now is to beat a living legend, a former world champion, a Hall of Famer in Rey Mysterio. And that will give him the rub that he needs. Rey Mysterio is all about putting people over. That's what will happen in this match. So my prediction, El Grande Amercano, aka Chad Gable, to win this match and get the rub and victory he rightfully deserves against a Lucha Libre person. It's Tiffy time for her to defend her WWE Women's Championship against the multiple Women's Champion in Charlotte Flair, who I might say is looking very... anyway, let me not go into Charlotte Flair's look right now. I don't know what's happened to Charlotte Flair. She just looks absolutely weird these days. But yeah, in regards to weird, this whole rivalry has been absolutely shocking. I mean, there's been some great parts of it, the brawls, but the promo work, Tiffy, Charlotte, this has probably been my worst match in terms of build up, but it doesn't mean it doesn't have any importance. So I believe the importance of this match, and I'm just going to go straight down to the point, Tiffany Stratton needs this win more than Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair doesn't need this win. In fact, Charlotte winning would just tarnish any legacy that Tiffany needs to build in the future. So Tiffany needs to win this match and retain her championship over Charlotte so she can get the rub and become the megastar that she deserves to be. So Tiffany to win and retain. It's time for the main event of night one with the tribal chief, your tribal chief, my tribal chief, our tribal chief will be taking on CM Punk and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match. And to make matters even worse, you've got CM Punk with Paul Heyman in his corner, which does not sit well with Roman Reigns. So it's almost like this match has now become custody of Paul Heyman. So Seth Rollins added his own 2 pence into the equation by telling Paul Heyman, "You owe me." I don't know what he meant by that, but this match in particular is really good because you've got 3 people here who claim that they are at the stage because of where they are. CM Punk said he found them to. Seth Rollins wants to get rid of Punk. He wants to get rid of Roman. Roman wants to get rid of both of them. Roman wants to be acknowledged. And he also wants to make sure the wise man is always in his back. However, I have a feeling, remember, being a face does not suit Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, I believe, is going to do a dastardly deed against his best friend and do a dastardly deed against his tribal chief. Meaning that Seth Rollins should win this match and probably align himself with Seth Rollins, both of them to turn heel. So Seth Rollins to win, Paul Heyman to betray both Punk and Reigns in this match. Now, this is not actually a match. This is just something that I am going to predict might happen. It might even be announced on SmackDown before WrestleMania 41, where Randy Orton takes on a mysterious fighter that is yet to be known to us. As you're all aware, Kevin Owens was supposed to fight Randy Orton at WrestleMania. It's supposed to come to a climactic end with probably Randy Orton winning over Kevin Owens. However, Kevin Owens is legitimately injured in real life. So this is why now Randy Orton is now looking for an opponent. I mean, Randy Orton has been antagonising Nick Aldis, the SmackDown general manager. Been threatening to punch his wife in the head, Mickie James. At the same time, he also has Solo Sikoa, which seems to be someone who he probably will be fighting. If he fights Nick Aldis, this will be Nick Aldis' first actual match in WWE since he came. But there also could be other people that he could fight. What about if he fought 2 returning superstars in either Rusev or Aleister Black?
So my prediction would be, if Randy Orton is to have a match, he'll probably win the match if he fights Solo Sikoa or Nick Aldis. But if he does fight someone like an Omos or Rusev or Aleister Black, I don't think he will win. But Randy Orton will have a match this Sunday. That guaranteed. Right, with the exception of Randy Orton having a championship or having a match at the opening of night 2, I think this also could be another match that could open up night 2 with the tag team champions in Judgment Day of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan defending their championships against Bayley and the Women's Intercontinental Champion in Lyra Valkyria. Why Lyra Valkyria is not defending her championship, or even Chelsea Green defending their championships at WrestleMania, is beyond me, but hey, I know what they're doing here. So Judgment Day is defending their championship against these two. Now, if you watch the qualifying match that Bayley and Lyra had, they worked very well as a unit, very well. But let's not forget the week before, when Bayley lost again to Lyra Valkyria after she went for the Intercontinental Championship again, Bayley showed signs of frustration. I do believe the Judgment Day is going to exploit this aspect of their relationship. It's going to use it to their advantage, to the point where once Judgment Day do find an opening, they're going to probably pin Bayley. So then Lyra Valkyria will become Bayley's target. So Lyra Valkyria will probably get a heel Bayley in this match, where it also set them up for another match for that Intercontinental Championship. So Judgment Day to win this match. The dogs are barking when Bron Breakker comes to the ring with that massive championship he's got around his shoulder, and he's going to be defending it against 3 legitimate wrestlers in Penta El Zero, in Cero Minero, against Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. And to rub salt into the wounds of Finn Balor even more, he's got his fellow compadre in Dominic Mysterio also fighting for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, if I had to say, this has probably been the greatest division of mid-cards in a very long time. I'd be lying. I mean, Penta is a future main eventer. Bron Breakker, a future main eventer. Dominic Mysterio, definitely a future main eventer. Finn Balor has been at the main event. He's not really at the main event level anymore, but he has potential to get back up there. But this is the stepping stone that they all need. This is the match that everybody wants to see. But I have a conclusion which I don't think anyone's even going to consider. I think Penta or Bron Breakker is going to flatline Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio uses this as an opportunity to capitalize on the fallen Balor. 1, 2, 3, Dominic Mysterio, your new Intercontinental Champion. Wouldn't that be a great way to start a rivalry between Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio? I mean, it might not happen, but you can only dream. But I want Dominic Mysterio to win the championship. He deserves it. Now, this is a World Championship match that I've actually been looking forward to. Io Sky, who deserved this win over Rhea Ripley a few weeks ago, will be taking on the winner of the Elimination Chamber in Bianca Belair, and a woman that was re-added to this match as well. She deserves to be in it because she's the former World Champion in Rhea Ripley. So this rivalry has been very intense because on one hand, Rhea Ripley has never beaten Io Shirai or Io Sky in a one-on-one. Bianca Belair and Io and
Rhea are all from the NXT Golden era, and it's nice to see these three women getting their come-upses. Now, Bianca Belair is currently, as I recall, has a win streak of 3-0 at WrestleMania. I feel she's going to catch maybe Rhea Ripley slipping. She's going to probably pin Rhea Ripley, win the World Women's Championship, and she probably will transfer to Raw because of that stipulation, being that the championship is exclusive to Raw. So Bianca Belair to win the championship and then become a member of the Raw brand to continue the rivalry with one or maybe both of the women at Backlash. But Bianca's definitely needs to win to retain her WrestleMania streak. AJ Styles will be taking on Logan Paul in what I believe will be an epic, high-flying, technical match. And say what you will about Logan Paul. Logan Paul is the future of this industry. I don't like the guy, but I respect his craft. He's a very detestable, very unlikable guy, but his in-work ability speaks for itself. The guy is a natural born talent, just like AJ Styles was when he was Logan Paul's age. They are both generational talents, and these are two generational talents locking horns on the grandest stage of them all. Now, AJ Styles has done it all in this industry. He's the best. He's one of the best this industry has ever produced. Logan Paul has the potential to be an AJ Styles in the future if he continues down the path that he's going. In order for him to get there, he needs to beat AJ Styles. It won't be easy, but with that finisher that he's got, is it called the Polarizer, which is like a flip DDT, whatever it is. I feel like he's going to hit that on AJ Styles. 1, 2, 3, Logan Paul to win over AJ Styles. But this is one match I am definitely looking forward to for night 2. Right, a rivalry a year in the making. Damian Priest takes on Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. Now, before I go into the download of this match, for those of you who says that Triple H doesn't do long-term booking, shut the F up. This is a perfect example of long-term storytelling. Damian Priest cashed in his Money in the Bank contract against Drew McIntyre at last year's WrestleMania, costing Drew McIntyre his moment. Of course, CM Punk had his part to play in it, but Drew McIntyre lost because of Damian Priest cashing in. He only had the championship for less than 5 minutes, and now a year later, they're both fighting out to air out their grievances in a street fight. This match is going to be an absolute slobber knocker, as Jim Moss would say. Now, if we look at the track record of Drew McIntyre, I feel Drew McIntyre is entitled to a win. So Drew McIntyre, I believe, will win this match. Not easily, it won't be an easy win, but Drew McIntyre to win this match and probably move on to something else down the line. But this rivalry, I believe, will come to an end at WrestleMania on Sunday. And now it's time for the main event of night 2. Current defending undisputed WWE champion in Cody Rhodes will be defending his championship against, I can't believe I'm saying this, heel John Cena. Now, if someone had said to me at Elimination Chamber that John Cena was going to turn heel, I would have told them to shut the front door, because it ain't happening. It ain't happening. But here we have heel John Cena. The only thing that has let this heel turn down is the build up to the match, because I understand that John Cena's been part-time, but there's not been a lot of physicality. I mean, maybe coming SmackDown, where John Cena will come to SmackDown, finally they'll have a showdown at SmackDown rather than Raw. Two SmackDown stars going on Raw constantly to have a SmackDown main event rivalry on SmackDown on Raw instead of SmackDown didn't make sense to me. But now Cena is coming back to Raw. He's coming back to SmackDown, sorry. See, I keep saying Raw. It's coming back to SmackDown to confront Cody Rhodes. So hopefully these two will have the fisticuffs. Maybe John Cena will finally put him on the floor. So now we need to discuss whether John Cena will go through this match alone or whether he will have help. Now, we haven't heard from The Rock since the whole betrayal from Cena happened at Elimination Chamber, and one thing has been guaranteed, that Travis Scott is going to be there. So I do believe Travis Scott is going to play a role in this match. So what I think is going to happen is maybe not The Rock, but maybe a few people, a few returning stars, or a few debuting stars of the Anoa'i family. Maybe Umaga's son, Zilla, Fatu, or someone like that might come in. Maybe The Rock himself might come in. Travis Scott will probably definitely come in, and I believe in that match Travis Scott will get his return on what he did to Cody Rhodes in that match. And I feel it's going to be a bit like last year, where people come out to come and help Cody Rhodes fight off his enemies. And during that match, it will come down to it where John Cena is about to go for an AA or an FU, whatever he's calling it now. It will be countered. Crossroads 1, Crossroads 2, Crossroads 3, 1, 2, 3, and your winner and still undisputed champion, Cody Rhodes. That will be my prediction. I would love for Cena to win, but I can't really see Cena winning the World Championship over Cody Rhodes based on how hot Cody is right now. So Cody Rhodes to win this match. With all my predictions now covered, stay tuned for my final thoughts. With Aleister Black and Rusev guaranteed to return to WWE, will we see them at Mania, or will we see them on the Raw or SmackDown after Mania? Hunter, I'm not defending you on this one. Where the hell is Omos? If you're not going to use the 7'3" giant, let him go work somewhere else. Who should win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal this SmackDown? And should it be returned back to WrestleMania where it belongs? It's never nice to hear that a wrestler has been injured legitimately. Mr. Steen, all the best in your recovery, my friend. Hopefully we'll see you soon. With Travis Scott legitimately injuring Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber, do you feel Cody Rhodes should get his own back this Sunday? And finally, with the final boss not being seen since Elimination Chamber, will we see him this Saturday or Sunday at Mania? And what role would he play in Cena versus Cody Rhodes match? Before you guys leave, kindly do me the great honour by subscribing to my YouTube channel by clicking on subscribe, and by following me on my only social media platform of X at www.x.com/Manlykefresh, where you'll be updated with any future videos which are about to come out, whether it be my wrestling videos or my gaming videos or my top 20s. So until next time guys, see you at the next video, look after yourselves and take care. Bye bye.